Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? Are you serious? 21 fireballs were in the sky last night, coming through our atmosphere, spotted and reported around the globe. But what was even more crazier, we had 3 asteroids go by the Earth, near-Earth objects, and one literally gave me a haircut. It was only 0.4 lunar distance from the Earth. In other words, about 120,000 miles, about 100,000 miles, right in that range. It was a small rock. It was only 6 meters. We didn't even know about it. They told us about it just a few hours before it got here. Now, there was 2 other asteroids as well, but that one that got real close yesterday was 2017 DG16. Newly discovered just a few hours before it went whizzing by. Today we have 3 asteroids, 3 that are going to go by the Earth. 1992 FE, 2017 CP1, and 1998 QK56. But the one that's the closest is the newest one, just discovered, 2017 CP1. It's going to go by the Earth. It's a big rock. It's 52 meters. I mean, this is a big rock, okay? But it's going to go by the Earth, 3.6 lunar distance. Not going to hit us, about 1 million miles away. Not going to hit us. But again, near-Earth objects are increasing. Fireballs are increasing. And the notification we're getting from NASA about these asteroids are becoming more and more and more frequent. So you can go look at the chart today and say, I don't have to worry, there's no asteroid scheduled for the next 2 days. But in the next 3 hours, they may spot one that's going to go razor thin close. What? That's what I'm trying to say. The heavens are shaking. The Bible says they're going to shake. It's going to shake, and the stars are going to fall from the heavens like a fig tree cast its untimely figs when it's shaken of a mighty wind. So what I'm saying is, we're living in the last days, and the biblical narrative, the biblical prophecies of the last days are definitely playing out in every area, whether it's wars and rumors of wars, signs in the heavens, earthquakes, this is a crazy. Here's one for you. Today's guest, scientific researcher Ken Jensen. We've had him scheduled for almost a week. He lives in Vancouver Island, okay? Vancouver Island, Canada. A couple hours ago, they just had an earthquake there, right where he's at, 4.9. Nothing like a little apocalyptic shakeup before he comes on our show. Let's hope that I don't have any problems with his internet or phone lines, all right? So we'll be talking to you guys. I'll see you at 12 noon Eastern at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Are you serious? What? Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, it's getting very serious, folks, in the heavens. And the Lord said there'd be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. Okay? Distress of nations with perplexity, the sea, the waves roaring. And men's hearts have failed them for fear, for looking after those things that are coming upon the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Then, here's the good news, then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head, for your redemption is drawing nigh. Well, we better look up right now real fast, because on the sun, solar winds this morning, right now as I'm talking to you, 717,000 kilometers per second. I mean, are you serious? We're talking radiation coming at us like you wouldn't believe, because there's holes in the sun, in the atmosphere. Nothing's filtering it. Plus, our magnetosphere's weak. And is that because of CERN? I don't know. Okay? But I'll say this. The wind's blowing, and it's not blowing. This isn't good. With the solar winds continuing to blow, solar wind speeds topping 700 kilometers per second. Today, the Earth continues its 3-day journey through a stream of gases, material flowing from the hole in the sun's atmosphere. Critical! And it says this is sparking a geomagnetic storm and beautiful auroras. Okay? It will be beautiful out there. If you're around the Arctic Circle, or maybe you're up there in Alaska, you know, you're going to see some, or Norway, you're going to see some gorgeous, spectacular auroras up there. But with all the beauty, here comes the beast. All right? You got to understand that there is solar winds that's putting a ton of pressure on the earth. We are in a high earthquake 72-hour period now where we are due for a big quake over 7.0. It could very well happen. It's just too much pressure on the earth. And so I want you to stay alert, okay, and be aware of this, especially anybody living in the ring of fire. Also, they're saying that we had a G1 class magnetic storm last night, and then we're expecting more. No question about it. Also, I want to share this with you. Yesterday, nobody even told us. I guess NASA didn't see it till the last second, but we had a little 3-meter asteroid. So that's only 9 feet. Okay, it's a little rock. But this thing was so close. They discovered it just a couple hours before it went by. They named it 2017 EA. All right, 2017 EA. It went by the Earth at 0.05 lunar distance, about 12,000 miles from the Earth. This is as close. I haven't seen one that close in over a year. I haven't seen one that close in over a year. This was close. Good thing it was small, but and it didn't hit us. But wow, and we had another one too. Went by yesterday at 4.7 lunar distance, so basically about 1.3 million miles away. And it was huge. It was pretty big, but we didn't, no problems. Now, so keep an eye on that. You got asteroids whizzing by. You might say, well, we're okay because the next near-Earth asteroid going to go by is March 6th. So you say, okay, we're okay. We don't know. In 3 hours, they may spot one that's going to hit us, and they may never tell us. I predict they'll never tell us about the ones that hit us, like the one in Russia in February of 2013, the one in Australia last fall, in 2016, they're never going to tell you about the ones that hit us, okay? Those just hit us and then say, whoa, where'd that come from? So just know this. The numbers of asteroids are increasing so much that the ultimate deep, deep impact is coming. And if you read the Bible, you know that in the book of Revelation, chapter 16 talks about 2 of these, or chapter 8, talks about chapter 8, 2 of these hitting that will bring catastrophic events on the earth. But I can't tell you when that's going to happen. All I can tell you is the probability is going up because of the numbers of asteroids going by. But right now, our biggest concern we have, if you're looking at it from that perspective, the biblical prophecy says that it's going to get intense, and we know right now that the solar winds on the sun, 717,000 kilometers per second, going through a hole right in the sun's atmosphere, coming right at us. We're going to have, I can't say for sure we're going to have an earthquake in the next 72 hours of significance, but man, I would just stay awake, okay? That's where we're at. And we're living in the last days, though. This is what the Bible said would happen in the last days. So you don't want to miss today's live broadcast. Starts at 12 p.m. Eastern. That's 12 p.m. Eastern at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. We'll see you there, okay? 12 noon. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Tornadoes breaking out across the Midwest, especially Missouri and Illinois. There was about 20 tornadoes last night. 4 people are dead. That death toll may rise. Several people have been injured in a very dangerous evening as the weather continues to be so extreme across America throughout the year, whether it's the floods in California or the tornadoes down in the South, down in Mississippi and in Texas and in Alabama and in Florida and now Missouri and Indiana and Illinois. And so residents began the long process to clean up the damage left behind by this tornado outbreak that hit the Midwest last night. Officials announced the death toll has risen to 4. David Johnson, age 31, he died of injuries sustained during the tornado that hit Ottawa, Illinois. Officials told CBS News Chicago that Johnson was critically injured by the same falling tree that killed the father of his spouse, a 76-year-old man by the name of Wayne Tuntlin. Johnson's family told CBS Chicago that he pushed his spouse, Toby, out of the path of the falling tree just before it crashed down onto David and Wayne. Now, Johnson was apparently working on the backyard with his spouse, Toby Johnson, and Toby's father, Wayne Tutland. Peoria County Coroner Jamie Harwood said in a release obtained last night by the Peoria Journal-Star that Tutland was pronounced dead at the residence after the tree was uprooted and landed on him. His son Toby and Johnson. Toby was treated and released this morning at St. Elizabeth's in Ottawa. Now, also, there were more than 20 tornadoes confirmed from the outbreak last night, and survey teams from the National Weather Service had more work to do. Governors are out now touring the damage in both Missouri and in Illinois. Matter of fact, the governor of Missouri says he wanted his citizens to know that the state of Missouri is behind you. Matter of fact, near Perryville, Missouri, at least a dozen vehicles, including a tractor trailer, were blown off the interstate on Interstate 55 after a tornado was spotted in the area, according to KFVS TV. One person died and several were injured. The victims were identified. It was a 24-year-old man from Perryville, Missouri. Now, Missouri's State Highway Patrol is telling the Associated Press that more than 100 homes in the area were left uninhabitable by the tornado. And I've seen some of the pictures, and they are devastating. So it's just mind-boggling. I can't believe what I'm seeing, said one of the residents there in Missouri. Matter of fact, in Ottawa, a town of 19,000 people, Ottawa, Illinois, it's a town located just 80 miles southwest of Chicago. 14 people were also transported to a local hospital with injuries following the tornado. So, we've got sad news there. Pray for those that are injured, that are in the hospitals, and also pray for the families of those who have lost their loved ones. And this is a very devastating time, but extreme weathers, and we've seen it all year. We've seen it all year. This winter, been strange, extreme, in weird places even, a lot of it. So March certainly come in like a lion, and so hopefully it will go out like a lamb. We'll keep a close eye on what's going on and all the current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. But certainly, the earth is under a transformation. The birthing pains of the coming of Jesus Christ. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Don't miss today's live broadcast. Starts at 12 noon Eastern. 12 noon Eastern at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com.